Greetings, fellow Sentai fans. We're looking at Gosei Sentai Dowager, now continues on with You Have to See It, Enormous One. Cameo is spending time in his apartment with Ko and Kazu looking at a telescope. Ko being surprised he's into this as a hobby. Cameo calls himself a romantic. However, he becomes shocked when he sees a figure shaped like a huge dragon on the moon's surface. Kazu confirms there is no life on the moon and tells the others to look as a huge creature flies past the satellite towards Earth. As it does, Cameo's light jewel reacts, turning him back into a turtle. Him screaming before turning back while he mentions that great horror king is coming. The next day, Kazu tells Rio, and he states he has no idea what he means. Rio stating it's nothing like the prophecies of Nostradamus. When asking if Kazu saw anything, he says he didn't, but Cameo was shaking a lot, and he should ask Ko about it too. However, randomly contacts on the communicator about Ko. At the apartment, Rin says something's happening to Ko. Opening the door, he usually blinks at Trio as he floats over his bed, with light surrounding him and his tiger tattoo glowing. Rin says he was like this when she saw him and screams for him. At a pachinko parlor, Daiko's telling Shoji to stop gambling his money away. Shoji states he's already lost $40 and he can't stop. He loses again as Shoji cries, but then a strange top hat man appears, calling himself the pachinko master, and sees he can't win and takes over his machine to prove he can. The man's eyes glow and his slots are all sevens. Giving a pachinko jackpot as Shoji tries to get the balls, but the man keeps winning on machine after machine while people trying to get at the lucky ones, and starts tossing balls around to keep the demons out, but making people trip on the floor, including Daigo and Shoji before revealing himself as a Gorman minion. Daigo and Shoji continue to have problems standing until they and the others are pulled by his yo power. They try to contact Rio, but he mentions they're having a problem with Ko as he tries to get into his room but kept out. Pachinko Master forces the two after him as they transfer him into Shishi Ranger and Tenma Ranger and knock him down. He uses great pachinko kick, Hellish Fever, creating more pachinko balls he throws at them until he turns them into the human pachinko ball, fusing the two Die Rangers into a ball and kicking them away as he bounces right into pachinko player's fist. He states no way for him to fight anyone bad at pachinko before leaving. At Ren's apartment, Kong confirms that Yo is emanating from Ko's body, overflowing it, shocking Rio before he remembers his mother's words about the Gorma father and the seal of iron, which is weakening. Ren realizes that as his birthday approaches, his Yo will grow stronger, but Byakusa says that isn't the case, emerging from Ko. Lazar says this isn't just his Gorma blood. There's a Gorma sending Yo to Ko and controlling him in his dreams. Byakusa says to connect to Ko's dreams with its key to find out who is doing it, setting himself aside his mind. Within the mind, Ko is seen running, searching for someone, not knowing where he is, as Byaku appears, telling him he's in a dream. But suddenly, the skyscape turns into scary woods as a rickshaw approaches. Byaku tells him to be careful as Akumaru appears from his rickshaw. Byaku states they thought he was dead, but the boy states he got better. Akumaru states he isn't who he was, and he's way more powerful than the tail's yo power. Removing the buttons from his forehead, he reveals a bizarre scar and breathes fire towards Ko before using a yo whip to raise him up and down, as Byaku asks if he's alright before he drops. Akumaru states that's not all. With his new hell power, he's all seeing, knowing that Ko would become Gorma if he doesn't see his mother before his 10th birthday. A vision appears showing Ko, his mother, screaming at him, making the boy run towards her, but Akumaru states he won't wake from his sleep until his 10th birthday. The vision showing his mother being sealed away and the temple vanishing, as Ko relents with Akumaru, revealing Ko will never meet his mother and will become a Gorma. Wishing Helio, making him fall to the ground. As Ren rushes him, Byaku reveals Akumaru's revival. Meanwhile, the giant dragon continues to move flying towards the earth. At the Gorma Palace, Gorma 15 is playing cards with Akumaru while Shadama is forced to watch. Gorma 15 pulls a Joker in their game of Old Maid, and Akumaru wonders what's wrong with his father, and whether he finds it strange that his son is back from the dead. The Emperor reveals he was lonely without Akumaru around, which is why he revived him. The boy pulls another card, wanting his father that his hatred for him is yet to dissipate, and he will make him submit to him before revealing about the half of Ko's Gorma blood, and he will turn into Gorma on his 10th birthday, And then he will defeat the Dire Rangers and force his father Shaddam to beg for his forgiveness. Later, at a base, Shaddam shows displeasure while Gara wonders if this is a joke and how the boy is trying to surpass them. Zaidos wonders if there's a way to stop this, as Shaddam reveals he didn't know until now about his Gorman blood before asking Zaidos where Pachinko Master is. But the other general states he's playing Pachinko as usual and doesn't fight at all. Shaddam says he does have a strong yo he can combine with it to gain control of Ko and be able to do so completely. Pachinko player continues to play Pachinko when he's suddenly zapped with Yo, making him rush outside. Wanting to test his new power, the Gorman minion fires Yo in a telephone booth, making it spin. In a carnival ride, we can play backwards out of control, but do the same with the other rides in the park. Dragon Shoji catch up to it and transform again. Duo fighting against it by being tossed around before the other Dire Rangers suddenly appear and push it back. An Emperor Shaddam appears within a possessive Pachinko Master before it suddenly uses Growth Bomb to become giant and destroy the city. The Dire Rangers yell at him to stop, but Zaidos, Gara, and a squad of Capodoros appear to distract them while the giant decides to go after Ko and fires a great Pachinko ball, hitting Ko and making him rise from his sleep. Without warning, Kiba Ranger strikes Senma Ranger starts attacking him and the other Dire Rangers. Rin suddenly rushes out and becomes Toa Ranger, but is attacked as well. Bianco tells him to stop, but he rejects. Pachinko player declaring Kiba Ranger is theirs. Angered, Ryu summons Rusio and uses his Rusei kick against Pachinko Master. All while Kiba Ranger and Gara and Zaidos attack the other Dire Rangers on the ground. Rusio hits the Gorman minion with revolving kicks before it attacks and causes more collateral damage. Amidst destruction, Kamio runs out, stating they have to stop it or else he will come to destroy the Earth. Rusio ignores and continues to fight with the city becoming hurt as Kamio cowers in fear. However, the sky suddenly darkens and the massive dragon flies through the sky, surprising everyone. The dragon dwarfs the city with the Dire Rangers realizing how big it is. Kamio stating he is the great horror king coming to destroy the Earth. Its body electrifies as it blows windows throughout the city, causing even more damage and throwing everyone to the ground, and even blowing Rusio, Pachinko Master, down. Wondering what it is, Ryu summons the heavy key palace and flies around the being, but becomes shocked as it throws him around easily. The dragon, however, continues to fly, ignoring everything other than destruction. Oh, that's not good. So anyway, let's take a look at some notes from this episode. In the Power Rangers episode, Rocky Just Wants to Have Fun, the footage of the giant Pachinko Master was spliced with footage of Kiba Ranger and One Tiger from another episode. Kiba Ranger and One Tiger never faced that monster in Die Ranger. During his fight with Daigo and Shoji, Pachinko Master states the expression Oni wa Soto when dumping his Pachinko balls. The expression is pressing Oni wa Soto Fuku wa Uchi, stated during the Japanese holiday of Setsubun, to remove the Oni from the house by throwing soybeans and bring in good luck for the new year. Future Sentai actor Hideo Tawada, who would portray Kinji Takigawa / Star Ninja in Shuriken Sentai Ninja, was born the day of this episode's broadcast. Nice. So far, I think this episode is pretty interesting, and yeah, I just hope that the Dire Rangers will be able to get Ko back on their side before it's too late, so yeah. So for all I give, you have to see it, enormous one, 4 Megazords out of 5. My name is Tinnitus. We to the next episode. Huh? A ceasefire? So until then, in the words of Zordon, may the power protect you.